took me years to finally disappear. Years of false starts, broken promises to myself, wasted energy on people who never cared, and a constant cycle of chasing validation that gave me nothing in return. But you don't need years like I did. You don't need a lifetime of regret. All you need is 3 months, 90 days. That is enough time to vanish from the noise of this world and rebuild yourself in the shadows. And before we begin, let me be blunt with you. If you can't even commit to listening to this full message, if you can't even hit subscribe right now, then you might as well stop lying to yourself about transformation. Because if you're not serious, you'll fail. And when you fail, don't come back here pretending you weren't warned. Hit subscribe now, because this is the one chance you get to hear the unfiltered truth. If you don't, then when you find yourself 3 months from now in the same broken place, you'll have no one to blame but yourself. Now listen carefully. The first step is disappearance. Not vanishing into some fantasy world. Not running away. No, disappearing the right way. You must learn to silence yourself. The urge to share your life with others is natural. But that urge is the very thing keeping you chained. You need to retrain your instincts. From day one, stop speaking about your personal life. Make your movements invisible. Become a mystery. You are not here to entertain others. You are here to erase your old self. Disappearing requires a reset. Your schedule, your routines, your daily patterns, all of it must be stripped to the bone. Only what is essential stays. School, work, and responsibilities that cannot be negotiated. Everything else is gone. No more random social gatherings. No more gaming marathons. No more endless scrolling and TV binges. Your energy is a finite resource, and now it is reserved for one thing only: transformation. And it's not just your time that must be reset. Your environment matters. Look at the space you live in. If it is cluttered, chaotic, and full of distractions, you are draining your mind before the day even begins. Every object out of place, every pile of trash, every messy corner creates friction in your brain. That friction breeds fatigue. It kills focus. It pushes you closer to ADHD symptoms even if you never had them. It makes you tired for a reason. So you must clear the noise. Tidy up. Organize. Create calm. Give your mind the environment it needs to sharpen itself like a blade. But disappearing is not just physical. It is digital as well. This is where most of you will fail if you are not ruthless. No more personal posts online. No more broadcasting your life for strangers to consume. If it does not build your health or your wealth, it is deleted. And your digital footprint, that trail of personal information you've left scattered across the internet, it must be erased. Do not fool yourself. Every day companies get hacked. Every day your personal data is stolen and sold. It is sitting on the dark web waiting for criminals to exploit. Nobody is coming to protect you. No government. No corporation. And when you get hacked, scammed, or have your identity stolen, you will find out how little the world cares. You must be your own guardian. Learn to protect yourself. Scrub your information from public sites. Delete accounts you no longer use. Limit what you reveal online. Mask your presence when you move through the digital world. Because once you disappear, once you create distance between yourself and the predators out there, you finally step into the shadows, where you cannot be tracked, cannot be targeted, cannot be broken. This is week 1, and this is the first barrier. Most of you won't make it past this stage. You'll get tempted back into sharing, posting, and consuming because you cannot resist the dopamine hit. And if that is you, then be honest with yourself. You were never ready for transformation in the first place. Now week 2. Once you have disappeared, you must create your map. Transformation without direction is just wandering, and wandering will get you nowhere. Think of this as a game, the most serious game you will ever play. There is a final boss at the end of the map, holding your future captive. To get there, you must cross the battlefield, face the mini-bosses, gather skills, upgrade your weapons, and endure the grind. Every day is a step. Every milestone is a victory. And when the time comes, you will stand face to face with the ultimate test of who you have become. To do this, you must envision your destination. Close your eyes and force yourself to see the life you want 5 years from now. What does it look like? Where do you live? How do you look? How much money do you have? How do you feel when you wake up in the morning? Describe every detail. Then break it down. What will you achieve in 3 months? Write it out. Your health, your wealth, your lifestyle. Write them all. Then map the milestones. Break the mountain into steps. Track them. Record them. And most importantly, keep your mouth shut. Do not tell anyone. The more you speak, the more you bleed energy. Week 3. Habits. A map is worthless unless you walk the path. Your transformation is built from atoms, and those atoms are the tiny habits you repeat every single day. From your goals, extract the daily actions. If you want health, define what you will eat. Clear your fridge. Replace it with fuel, not poison. If you want wealth, define how much you will save, how much you will invest, and what skills you will learn. And here is the truth: you must make these habits frictionless. Reduce the resistance. Make them automatic. Fill your calendar. Build a system. Because you do not rise to your goals. You fall to your knees. And your system is nothing more than your habits chained together. Week 4. Repetition. This is where most people break. Because the truth is boring. The grind is repetitive. And you will want to quit. But this is the great filter. Only a handful will survive. Expect your mind to betray you. Expect to be tested. Expect days when you want to walk away. That is normal. Discipline is what saves you when motivation dies. Religion is not just in churches. It is in the way you commit to your system every single day, regardless of the circumstances. Month 1, the foundation. Then month 2, transformation begins. By now, the pain has become your rhythm. You no longer need motivation to push forward. It becomes who you are. You sweat in the shadows. You bleed in silence. And you grow without applause. This is where you begin to love the pain, to seek it, because you finally understand it means progress. And in this pain you are reborn. But let me stop here and tell you something that will cut deep. If you've been listening this far, if you felt the weight of every word, and you still haven't subscribed, then you are proving me right. You are the type to consume and consume but never act. You are the type who dreams but never moves. And if you are that type, don't hide it. Go into the comments and admit it. Tell the world you chose weakness over change. Say it clearly: I refuse to subscribe because I am not ready. Let's see if you have the courage to admit that. Month 3. Reintegration. By now you have disappeared. You have built. You have grown. You can step back into society but on your terms. You hang out with friends but you do not reveal your path. You deflect attention. You let them talk about themselves while you remain the mystery, the shadow who grows unseen. You do not show your struggle. You do not flaunt your progress. You simply exist, silent, disciplined, untouchable. And after 3 months, you will look at your life and not recognize it. Your body, your mind, your wealth, your discipline, your aura. Everything will be reborn. And you will never go back because you have tasted the truth. The truth of what life feels like when lived in the shadows, when transformation becomes your nature. But here is the cold reality. 90 days from now, you will either be unrecognizable, or you will be the same as you are right now. That choice is in your hands. And if you still haven't subscribed, if you still haven't committed to this journey, then understand this. You are guaranteeing your own failure. You are signing your name on the contract of regret. Subscribe now or come back in 3 months and leave a comment explaining why you are still broken. The shadows don't lie. So disappear. Reset. Build in silence. Reintegrate on your terms. And remember, this is only the beginning.